Oops, my timer overran a bit. My bad. Busy making coffee. I'm gonna have to go finish that in a bit. Okay, let's just make sure I don't mess up any audio things again. It doesn't look that way. Okay. Yeah, so I was still busy with this. I didn't get a chance to work on it over the weekend or anything like that. So I need to continue where I left off, and I remember having bugs. So also now that I'm looking at this is entirely unnecessary. We can just hardcode that since those things are all hardcoded now. But yeah, I need to figure out what I broke. So I think I need to revert everything back to just having the input capture. Also, I might actually end stream early or take a big break later. But I also need to take my headphones off. I'm expecting someone. So just so I can hear if they knock, some shit like that. I'm gonna have to listen to the music at a distance. But yeah, I'm thinking of ripping everything out and just going back to input capture. And then recording the duty cycles for each one of our channels. Over. I think the kettle just finished boiling. Let me go grab my coffee. Almost spilled my coffee. As I put it down, I bumped the cup. Okay. Ooh. There we go. Okay, so let's just check what we're doing here. We are handling the callback and switching on the channel. And then there we've got our if statement, which is either timer 5 or timer 2. So everything else should still yeah, it's identical, so it should still work the same as it did before, except what I'm gonna have to do is rip out this piece. Also, these objects, they might be the problem. It could be that I'm not instantiating them soon enough or some shit. Or I'm not instantiating them at all, if I remember correctly. They're struct. I can't remember how the struct versus class thing works. Wait. Why have I got the same file open twice? Oh, it might be different projects. Just to be safe, I'm closing both. And the main. I don't know which is which now. There's our main, and then these are the ones I'm looking for. See, that's a struct. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm still going to need... Usually you could do this if I remember correctly. But I still don't know if that's correct. Let's do it. Because that might be one part of the problem, or it might not be. I might have, well, just copied and pasted. Now that I'm on the last one, I remember. If that was a problem, hopefully now their values would be assigned, but also that other part I could move over. Where was it? This. So inside the constructor now, wait, which one was it? It was the receiver, this one. I kind of want to do this now in the constructor. Do we even need to? Everything's hard-coded. We never reference that channel, do we? Where's this class? There we do. But if we pass the object through, we don't need the individual channel, although that might be unnecessary. But I'm going to leave that there. And then I'm just going to rip it out. And in these parts, what I need to do is this. The duty cycle I want to keep track of. No, wait, this isn't going to work. See, I need to keep track of the low and high tick like I did before. I think I screwed something up there. It must be memory management related, because that's the stuff I always struggle with. And how did I do it before? I'm pretty sure I used pointers. I think I used pointers. Yes, I did. But when I used pointers, I never instantiated it with a 0 thing, if I remember correctly. Damn it. But okay. I also think the other day I did some unnecessary stuff, so let's rethink this. Having these things stored privately. See, I want dynamic channels, but at the same time, it won't work because then you have to have logic for every channel. Unless you build a really complex system that ensures there is logic, otherwise throw some kind of exception. But no, that's that could be a long-term goal, but not now. I think for now, let's stick to this. But okay, let's try both pointers and creating an instance, just to be safe. Come on. Which one to do? Take out this one. Also turns into this now. Hey, what's up, Captain Denton? I actually heard that. I don't have my headphones on because I need to keep my ear open, but I heard that. How are you doing? I need to figure out why this thing is broken. See there, it's a point already, so we don't need that or that. How did I do that? There. Okay, and then I need to change this to the arrow as well. On my way home, I'm gonna listen to the stream while I drive. Cool. Cool. Safe driving. I hope this fixes my problem, or at least gets me closer to figuring out why it broke. What broke. so. Okay. So now every time I trigger the update function, the update duty function calls into this one. What I actually want to do is add some of these things to watch. Okay, but first I need to power up the hardware. Whatever the oscilloscope is doing is completely unplanned. I don't know what the hell that is. Reading some kind of a wave. It could be 50 hertz. Sometimes it actually picks up our power line frequency somehow. But okay, so let's see. Oh, first gotta power up. Okay, now it's powered up, which means I should be able to program. But before I do that, that one's not very important, but I think the code should be safe. Let's build it. Let's see. Nope, it broke something. Oh, must have renamed these. Or I have to change them. Oops. That all of them looks that way. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna run it. It should actually be debugging. Let's see. If I run it and I read which channel. Throttle. If I read throttle, I should see something. Oh, it's done. My bad. Waiting for it. I was expecting debug. I need to remember which is throttle. I think it's the third one. So B0. No. No. How do I check? Oh, you know what? Which timer? CR1. Okay, yeah. So it's the first one. A6. Okay, now the only problem is that my receiver battery is flat, so I only have double A's. I need triple A's. Damn it. Because I don't want to put the lithium battery directly on the receiver. Its voltage is actually too high. I need more triple A's. What do I not have triple A's? Hold on. What are these? Double A. Looking for one of my old drone remotes, but I think I stripped it. And those might have actually been its batteries. The ones I'm using currently. Shit. What are those? Lithium 3-volt. Now I don't have a casing for 4 cells. That's the problem. That's why it needs to be AAA. How am I going to power this receiver? I think my best bet is if I can give it a 5-volt power supply, like my power bank or some shit. How do I connect it though? I don't have any USB things that can plug into the breadboard as far as I know. I might. No, but they're not soldered yet. Shit. How do I get 5 volts? I got one of these breadboard power supplies that you usually get with the Arduino, which I can put 12 volt on. Or I can power it with USB, I assume. That's... Yeah, it's a female. No, I think that's an outlet. Has to be. So then I need a 12 volt barrel jack. This is a 5 volt, not very helpful. Unless... I don't think that thing... Yeah, no, it wants 12 volts because it's got two regulators. So no, 5 volts not gonna help. Why would they make a barrel jack 5 volt? They're always 12 volts. It's silly. What is this? Silly bots. I know for a fact I have a ton of the barrel jacks lying around somewhere. The AC adapters. I just don't know where I put them. Unless I cut one to connect it to my existing power supply. Because I got some spare ones to cut. Do I not have a female somewhere? And this is normal barrel jack, isn't it? Because this thing is 5 volt, I could just use it directly. I just don't have a female adapter. If I put this in here, it's probably not going to work. It just picks a regulator. There's no way to hook directly into it by the looks of it. Let's test it just out of curiosity. I want to see what happens if I put 5 volts on this. Hey Kiwi, how are you doing? Long time no see. Check if I missed something elsewhere. No. What you up to? I'm still busy with my drone project. Going very slow, as you can see. Nope, if I put 5 volts, the light doesn't even come on, so I need 12 volts. Been offline for a long time. Even watching streams. Yeah, I'm also lately so busy with work, I don't even get a chance to watch much. But come to think of it, yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. I usually try to lurk on a daily basis, but it's been quiet for you. But hopefully everything's going all right. Okay, so where do I find one of my barrel jack power supplies? I only use them on routers. That's about the only time I use those things. Surely there's one lying around somewhere. It has to be in these crates. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one where I change the tip and I'm going to change it back. I should never have changed it to begin with. We're back after 26 November. A lot of stress. It's because you're playing CS. No, I'm kidding. Time to relax, drink hot chocolate. Besides, overworked. How have you been, Stu? Lately, I'm managing my work pretty well. But that makes it go slower. So I've been doing good otherwise. Thanks. Looking for new work. I'm not sure if you've heard on Techno Streams, but I'm looking for new work. But so far, nothing yet. Because I don't know, I'm just not very happy at this company at the moment, to be honest. So looking for greener pasture, if I can put it that way. So I'm not in a hurry. That's why I'm taking my time and looking for something decent, like where all their boxes check, not just a few. Come on, it's insulation tape. You can feel it's old, it's so sticky. So why is this even taped? It doesn't look like it's joined, unless I just did a really good job with the soldering, which is a rare thing. Come on, stupid tape. No, actually did a good job with the soldering. I'm surprised. Not the same, that's why I resigned. Privileged because I managed to save to now work for a while. Hope you can find something that makes you happy. Thanks. But yeah, it's like I guess you're always going to make a compromise to some extent. You'll probably never get everything 100%, but like I know what's important, what to look for. That's kind of the if the important boxes are checked, then I'm happy. I feel kind of the guy who would have his own business. I want to, but the thing is, like, I don't know. I've got some kind of an OCD. Like, I can't do something. I'm not. How can I say? I don't want to start something until it's perfect. I don't want to start off and like, I've seen how a lot of people start businesses and they run around like headless chickens, and I was like, nah, I don't want that. But I'll see. I definitely do want to start my own business. That's why I'm working on these things. Where did I put my cutter? Okay, that tip is off. I kind of don't want to cut this extension, but I'm gonna do it. Got 3 tips anyway. I'm what? Very good, as far as I can see, so I'm not surprised you're a perfectionist. Thanks. I've got my flaws, I guess. But it's like one thing in programming. Where did I put my blade? I'm just trying to find my knife. I used to think just last night. I'll take my wire cutter then, stripper. But yeah, what I wanted to say. So in programming, we've got this thing where it's like humans are inherently lazy. So smart work is usually lazy work. Like to take as much labor away as possible. So in our industry, being lazy is actually good. Pretty funny. What am I? Oh, I'm adjusting it too far now. Oops. Come on. I think I made it too tight, maybe. Or too loose. Nope, there it goes. Sure, these are very sensitive wires, very tiny. I'm gonna have to solder them again. Met Lurch from our small circle. Not sure if you know him. They say 2. While I was talking to him, I was thinking of you because you guys have a little bit of an accent. I remember Lurch, but did you meet him like IRL or you just met him on stream? I remember him, but I haven't heard that name in a long time. Lurch DBX or something like that. Is that the dude that had the patio with the snakes or something? There was a snake on his patio. I think that's Lurch. I remember him. Is that the one? Ah. Yeah, I remember him pretty well. I haven't seen him in a while. He moved to Dubai. Is that why he's not streaming anymore? Trying to think if I have an easier way to connect this thing without doing all the soldering now, and I might if I use crocodile clamps. No, let's just solder it, get it over with. Okay, skin that one. I think I should skin this one a bit more. So he's busy trying to find a job. He's working at the moment, but a really low paying job. Trying to look for something else. Ah, I see. Wish you could all just be full-time streamers. That would kind of be the life. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever be full-time. There's like tech streams and stuff. People don't like that as much as they like gaming. Maybe if I kept to gaming, but nah. Here we go. Oops, did I just... No, I thought I scratched my lens. I'm actually thinking of buying a new telescope just so I can strip it for its lenses. I'm in need of optics. Unbox it live, yeah. Unbox and strip. I'll strip it live as well. But hey, people think I'm a bit crazy, buy brand new things and then rip them apart. But sometimes the insides are worth more than the thing itself for me. So I like doing that. But at least with a telescope, if I rip out the lenses, I'll be able to put them back. That's not a problem. Some things are beyond repair. Okay, that should be good to solder. Which one is negative again? The one with a line, if I remember correctly. Let's test it. I did a tongue test first to see if I still got it. Still got it. If anybody ever wants to know, if you want to test which side of a DC current is negative, the one that burns the most, when you shove it on your tongue, the one that burns, the side that burns the most is negative. Okay, there's a tip, there's a charger. I just want to confirm this thing's polarity as well. I don't know if the camera would be able to see much on the soldering desk. I don't think so. I'm not going to adjust it. solder was a bit cold. Gotta warm it up a bit more. Tech stuff people don't watch as much. Usually they go for tutorials. Also, there's a lot of smart people around. Not a lot of smart. I was about to say, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay, I agree with that one, definitely. But yeah, it's I'm kind of trying to do it for educational purposes, but I guess for someone who's learning, the kind of stuff I do is already a bit deep. But I don't know how else. I was trying to think of like a better way to do it or to try and gamify it, but that also required me to write some code and build a system. Oh shit, didn't realize the light's probably blinding you. But yeah, so I'm trying to find a better way to make it more educational, but I'm not quite there yet. I can't think of a good way yet, but hopefully eventually. Soldering iron is behaving a bit weird. I don't know why. It's like it doesn't want to heat up quick enough. Oh, where's my heat shrink? I had another bag somewhere, but I think I need the bigger one, which is this one. I have no idea where I put my knife. put it in the kitchen because I was busy in the kitchen. That'll teach me to put my tools back in place. Only need 2 pieces. What about the mic? But yeah, I've soldered this, so I'm gonna cover it with heat shrink, and then it's usable. Now where's my lighter? A lighter. Or to do the trick. Although these wires are very thin, so too much wear and tear and they might just actually break on the inside. Need another thicker heat shrink actually, but I can't do that now. Too late. Okay, the receiver has power. What a struggle just to get that done. It's because I don't have proper batteries, that's why. Okay. Okay, so now it still doesn't look like it's doing what it's supposed to, so we can debug. I need to check the input capture. However, let's do it. Let's debug. Then I'll add some watch points. Okay. Which one was it? This one. Also, give me space. More space. Thank you. So I just want to hit any random point here. It's not hitting it. Did it stop running? What happened? I mean, that shouldn't change. No, I'm still seeing a square wave. That's our input capture channels. I think I do have that correct. Yep, I do have the right input channels. Let's restart the program, see what it does. I think you just hit debug again. Okay, it hits it once, hits it repeatedly, but now what I want to do is add each one of these as a watch. I don't actually care about autopilot. Let's add pitch. Roll, pitch, throttle. And yaw. Okay. I'm expecting to see duty cycles. Oh, fuck. It's no longer part of the object, I forgot. But I'm not seeing values in there anywhere either. But now it's also not hitting it. How does it do that though? Usually that kind of stuff happens with a hard fault. If something crashes, something breaks. Am I looking in the right place? Yeah, these are watch expressions. But why are the values empty then? These aren't empty. It's just not showing. Oh, I'm an idiot. There's the values. Why is the control channel such a high number on each one of them? 225. That makes no sense. So the tick values look correct, but they're the same on roll and pitch. Could it be that I'm assigning to the same object? No, there's no way. Is there? By telling it 0, I'm not giving it some kind of an index to an existing space, am I? I wonder. Previously, I recorded the duty cycle in here. I stopped doing that though because I output it directly to the motor stuff. Let's resume. Silly bot. Okay. Why did this work before? How did I get it to work? Did I create new instances? Let's rip that out in case it is this causing problems. And then over here, what the heck was that? What did I call it thing? Input capture channel. See, this is what I don't know if you can do it. Because it's a struct. Gotta stop first. Let's see if it builds. It actually builds. So it does allow this with structs. Huh. Don't know if that was my problem. Let's find out. See, now it's not hitting again. Why would it crash though? For now, oops, I'm going to rip out this one, the motor output. Don't care about that just yet. This just starts pulse width modulation. Does nothing significant except pulse width modulation. Because the next fault, which could also be causing my hard fault, might actually be in that output class. Let's see. Run it for a bit and then put a breakpoint. It stops hitting it. So no, it's not that. What could it be? Why would it break? Only thing I can think of is these things are somehow causing issues. Unless it is a memory issue with me using floats, because floats is probably the heaviest data type I'm using here. But I doubt it, because it worked last time. I could have sworn, no, I've used floats plenty. It's not floats. No way floats can be the problem, but we'll comment it out. Because this is as bare bones as it can go. Just assigning the high and the low tick should not break it. Crashes almost immediately. Has to be either something with reading, because those are, it's usually only hardware things that can cause a hard fault. Nothing fancy in there. Unless it's because these things are structs and you can't assign values or some shit. Also doubt that. I've used this before, this exact same structure, I'm sure. If only I could figure out what was causing the hard fault. With these things, it's a bit hard. Let's comment this out, just in case it's memory related. Because everything else is part of the system's function, so. And I doubt it's the system code breaking. I think it's my own. Just out of curiosity, what happens? Is it running now? What's happening? Broken. There it goes. Did it launch now? No, it didn't. Okay. Remove that breakpoint, resume, and then put it back. No, it breaks immediately. So it is system code breaking somewhere. Unless it's related to this. No, man, it can't, because it hits a loop. Unless it's something else I'm doing. Maybe I messed this up. Which one does the input capture again? 5 and 2. Does have DMA. Set to circular mode. Same with this one, they're all set to circular mode. Also, I don't remember changing anything here, so I doubt it's this. Why would it break? Finally home. What's up? Welcome home. Couldn't hear the ooh, it's a bit soft. I can't believe this code worked and now it's broken. But yeah, what you gonna do, Captain Denton? Do some gaming. So I instantiate the motor output. Wait, where's it? This. I don't even need it here though, do I? No, I do, because I need Timer 3's reference, unless... Just out of curiosity, in case it is this class, what I'm going to do... Rip all this out. So no pulse width modulation is going to start up now. In case it is that, let's see. Let's do a quick test. But of course, nice. Gonna have dinner and chill. Start Minecraft roleplay episode with some streamer. Aha. Role playing what? I'm curious. Okay, hits the breakpoint. Let's move it. Resume. Put it back. Still doesn't hit it. So no, it's not the pulse width modulation breaking. The hell, man? I don't get how it's broken like this. Just because I don't trust this shit. Comment that out. Comment these out. Can't be the timer's DMA buffer that I messed up, because I think I made a change here as well. No, there. I did fix that. Let's see what this does. Long story, started as a simple people enjoying a life in a small town, but escalated into a complicated, creepy, paranormal, psychological thriller. That's always life in a small town. That's pretty cool though. Sounds interesting. Already broken. I don't understand. Still showing a square wave. Yes, it is. Yeah, we used to stay in a pretty small town. Always the old ladies gossiping there, and always some drama, ghost stories, all that stuff. I am stumped. Why is this not working? So you start your input capture, but if it's in circular mode, you only start it once. You never have to re-trigger it, so it can't be that. What if I rip out this? I doubt it's anything in here, but I'm gonna rip it out anyway. So now, this as well. So now the input capture callback, actually don't rip this out because I need something to put a breakpoint on. The input capture callback should now trigger continuously. That's what I'm expecting at least. Can't see if the breakpoint's gone or what. I did not want one there. But no, this one's not gone there. How did I get one there? This is confusing. Oh, there, that's why. Okay, so no breakpoints. So now, put one. Nah, doesn't seem to hit. So it runs a few times, then breaks. It's not something I may be missing. No. I don't get what's breaking. Does we have a function to put a breakpoint on? Now we have to manually move this over. Oops. I also did the buffer in a different way, I think. Why is the function not going green? Oops. Why would this function not work? Do I not have the correct classes included? Nope, I do. Want a pointer channel. Wait. Did I get that wrong? No. Why is it not working? These are pointers, so it's not like I need to change the value. Let's see what it says when I try and bolt. From unit 32. Which one's it referring to? Do I need to cast this? Okay, I don't remember having to do that previously. Okay, it bolts now. Now it should hit this, but it's not. Why does the input capture just break? It runs a few times and breaks. Why? Didn't screw up anything in the main file, did I? Start and tick, that's all I do. Why else would input capture break? Even though I've only got 4 channels connected, it shouldn't cause any issues. There are 2 separate timers on the same channel, and then these are separate channels on one timer. The array indexes are correct. The size is correct. This is as bare bones as you can get. The only difference is I excluded those, which I don't think is a problem. I don't think it'll break just by including, but I could be wrong. I don't remember having all of these before. But it is auto-generated, so clearly the system put it there. But anyway, let's see if anything's changed just by excluding those two includes. I don't think it's that, but you never know. But I think I did have a breakpoint, but it never hit. Am I wrong? There's a breakpoint. Hold on. Yeah, there is one, but it never hit it. No, it's not hitting anything. Is it because this isn't global? Maybe. No. Could be because it's scoped to this function. Don't know if this will work, but let's see. That could have been the reason why it never started up to begin with. No, it's not that. How did I break this so bad? I don't understand. It's the IOC. This is annoying. Did these reset? No, wait. This is input capture. We only need prescaler, but that does not look right. Although they have the same value, so it probably is right. Triggers on both edges. Unless there's something else wrong with the chip. Like it needs a reboot or something. Damn it. Let's start a new project just to test. Which one was it now? That one. Can't be that it's outside. No. Outside my home, I doubt it. Such a long window. Why? Wait, you start this one, I think. So enable external.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty.
Through the music.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty.
That was the other thing, just the input capture. So channel 1, was it direct? Yeah, there is only direct. It was a 23, I can't remember now. Is the other one? I think you can only have one IOC open at a time. I think it was 23. Before we finish, we need to put it on both edges and DMA. How do you do DMA again? Do you just add one? Yibble. Circular. I think that's the only thing I change. Oops. Timer 5 next. See, even if the prescaler is wrong, we're still going to get something. Not at the frequency we want, but it's still going to work. Okay. So we don't care about pulse width modulation. We do care about that. And then we need to set the clock speeds. So we are using external and external. Using the PLL. We don't care about USB at the moment, so we might as well go 84. Although no, let's stick to 72 because I did adjust the prescaler for 72 megahertz. Did I mess something up? Because normally here it would be 48, wouldn't? But only once you enable USB, I guess. This is fine. It is fine. Okay. So we need to duplicate this function. Wait, wrong main. This main. Wait, where is user code? Here. Actually, keep that there. Okay, then we need to also copy. Where did I put that code? In here. To copy this. These aren't pointers, it needs a pointer. Am I right? I think. Yes, needs a pointer. Now this buffer. Can't see why this wouldn't work. It should work. What's broken? Doesn't understand this. What? Wait, how did I paste it twice? No idea. There we go. Go away, insect. Okay, so we stick to the ST link, yada yada yada. What I actually think wasn't this JTAG. I can't remember now. Almost think it was JTAG, but let's say okay, see what happens. It runs, hits that. Let's remove the breakpoint. Let it run for a bit. Put it back. Still hits it. So this one does not have that problem. So that's a problem in my other project. Why does it break? This one continuously works. What did I mess up in the other project? Sorry, just responding to a message. Okay. So why is broken? I very much doubt it's anything here. Let's move this to the C file and see if it's a C++ problem. Not sure if this is the right main. Let's just open it from scratch to be safe. Which one was it? This one. No, this one. Start the 5 channels and then let's comment this one out. Okay. See what happens. Never hit that. It's so broken, it doesn't even hit that freaking breakpoint. Something to do with this, I think. It just it collapsed. Come on. Is it not? Oh no, it's broken again. My guess. Unless I just hit run instead of debug. Oh, there we go. Still doesn't hit it. How weird is this? Why would it not be working? What the hell? This is weird. It's like something in this project broke. Maybe I need to regenerate some code. I don't know. Let's make sure they're all in circular mode. Still doesn't work. Sure, we put a breakpoint there though, on that thing. Either way, it would have hit it. I have no idea what I did here to break it this much, but it's broken. The most bare bones code you could possibly need for this, and it doesn't work. Why? Could be something to do with the fact that I have a USB. Sometimes the USB breaks, but I think it's usually a timeout. I don't think it's related. USB is not even enabled, so no, it's not that. The hell? How did this whole thing just break like this? I don't think it's anything to do with the fact that it's outside the workspace. I don't know. How old's this file? Today, 2122, so it's new. So it is the right one. No idea why it would be breaking. I wonder if we disable everything and then re-enable. It's not supposed to do this though. This is annoying. Okay, we don't have USB, we've only got our clocks. What are these? Can actually listen music now because I'm not expecting company anymore. Okay, so code was regenerated. And then it moves it anyway. City editor. I hate this thing's editing. What? How do I have an error? What error? And I was complaining about my other classes, the ones that aren't even included. Can't it just ignore that file? Fine. Actually start with timer 5. Why are we still debugging? We are not debugging, so is it asking me to change perspectives? Am I debugging? I do seem to be. Different project though. This one. What, so I have to freaking open something from the project before I can stop the debugger? How does this work? Doesn't give me any debug options, but the debug thing's still open. Unless it just never switched the perspective back. I'm guessing that's what happened. Circular mode. Wasn't something else I had to configure here, was there? No. I think it's only if you do multi-channel, there's something you gotta configure. Let's say yes this time. Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. It's not input capture that behaves that way. Some other thing that's a bitch to configure. It doesn't complain even though the pulse width modulation is removed. As long as you have one timer, the type def is there. I think that's why it broke earlier. The user code. So I've still got my function over there. Where's our main? Over there. I had removed that. Oh no, I didn't. There it is. There's our buffer. There's that. This has to work. If it still doesn't work, then I don't know. It's broken. It can't be the Halgetic function itself that's broken that's causing it to break if it gets hit once or something like that. Not that. I have no idea what's breaking it. It's kind of annoying because if it happens again in the future, how do you fix it? You have to move all your code over to a new project. No, man, this can't be right. What's breaking here? Maybe there's some piece of code I forgot about that I put there. It's causing boo-boo. It's my only code. I wonder if any of my other files, by just being present, could cause any issues. I doubt that. What I'm going to do, since this is already part of source control, I might as well delete this. Delete all of that. I doubt that was the case, but let's just see. Did I remove the breakpoint? No, it's still there. So no, it doesn't hit that function. Did I configure those things in DMA in circular mode? I can't remember now. I did not. Not channel 5 at least, or timer 5. But that still means timer 2 should have hit. Come on. Circular, 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 circular. Did I remember the prescaler? Yes, I did. Not that I think that will solve the problem, but let's see. I didn't. Oops. I put a breakpoint in the wrong place. Did I? But yeah, it still didn't hit this one. I'm stumped. I don't know what to do. Might as well throw away all this code. Wait, what about this? Oops. Both edges. Okay. So now it regenerated this entire file from scratch, which means there's none of my code in here. None. Nothing included, nothing referenced. There's nothing inside here that's mine. This is how the program should be if you write it from scratch. Well, if you start a brand new project, this is what you should end up with. Let's just confirm timer 2 still has its DMA stuff enabled. It does. Both edges, that is correct. Clock speed, 72 megahertz, PLL enabled. Using external. So this should work. Is it user code begin? I don't have a while. What is that thing called now? How does this work again? I think it's just... No man, I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, there. Wait, where's my code now? Here. Oops. Unless I messed something up here earlier, that's possible. I can't remember that function name. The one that does the, what's the name? But I think we've got an example here. The callback. This one. Just so we have something for a breakpoint, and then that should be all we need in theory. Nothing. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I take the other project, identical code, supposedly, and then it works. Why? Let's go to this one. Source, main. Where'd my buffer go? There. But it worked even with the buffer declared there. Let's just, I very much doubt that's a problem, but let's move this. Timers are correct, indexes are correct. Now this one also doesn't work. Am I doing something wrong? Missing something. Square wave is still going. So if I still have the square wave, it should be triggering this. This one worked earlier. Now it's also broken unless I missed something else. The DMA buffer moving. Hold on. Is that really it? Wait, no, that can't be it. But what does that mean? The array, the variable does need to be scoped to the current function? Can't be globally. No, man, that can't be right. Let's see. So it's a variable's position. Why can't it be globally scoped? This is confusing. Could that have been the cause of all my headaches? Oops. It's the source of all my headaches. Can you believe it? I don't understand it though. Why can a variable not be globally scoped for the DMA buffer? And also, I'm pretty sure I've done it before. It was part of my C++ class, it worked. I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's quickly open Git Kraken and restore those files I deleted. Oh, and these. I didn't change anything in here. Okay, anyway, those files are back now. But it's not showing here. Review hidden files. Review hidden files. It is the right project. Let's try the filter, see what that does. It doesn't have an option for hidden files. How do I include those files in the project now? I'm assuming the changes, the tracking happens in the workspace, but this is outside the workspace. There has to be a way to view hidden files. Unless you just import existing files, resources into the project. See if this is an option. Come on, go in. There. Can't select any of these. Why? Oh, do I just select the folder? Ah, there you go. So I want that, and these two. But I can't select them. Source is in the hierarchy of the destination. Okay, but then allow me to include a stupid thing. How do I include it? Show an explorer and try and drag and drop. Nope. Let's Google it. Where's my browser? Excluded files because it's not really hidden. This AI shit. Show excluded files. Exclude from CDT. It's like, really? Do I always have to download? Can't you just learn? No. Show. Let's just say show all files. Show view project. Filters, customization. Huh? Are you sure? Unless... Can't refresh a single folder, can you? I don't know if I should just close and reopen. Maybe that fixes it. Let's try it. Please show, please show. It doesn't show. Oh, that is annoying. How do I fix this? You would think if you just drag that in, it would work. Let's try this filter thing. There has to be something here, man. Absentee. No, that's translation unit files. Hold on. Just make sure that stuff does exist. I think I did see it. Yes, it is there. So stupid that you can't just restore and then boom, it reappears. Like at least in Visual Studio, it gives you an option to show hidden files and then you can re-include them in the project. Why is Eclipse so full of shit? Like seriously, it can't be that hard. It's such a simple task. Why does it make my life so difficult? According to the filters, it should be showing them. This is annoying as hell. Let's Google it in a different way. Eclipse. C files already on disk are not showing in project. Import. That's what I tried to do and then gave me shit about it. Link. No, I'm not linking. Refresh. How do you refresh? Right click. Select refresh. Really? Can I do it on a folder? I didn't see that earlier. Oh God. There you go. Why couldn't I just do that when I closed and reopened it? Silly software. Okay, but now, since we figured out what the problem was and got it to work, I'm getting rid of that. That. The user includes user there. Stop messing with me, Eclipse. When I move my cursor to a position and press a button, behave. God damn it. Is it really a bad... It's not Eclipse that's bad. It's the way ST Microelectronics modified it. It is so atrocious. If only I could get this stuff to work in the normal Eclipse or inside Visual Studio Code, then my life would be so much easier. And this one has to be UAV tick, I think. Do we have other objects in here? Third timer, wait. This was before today's changes. I should not have done this. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of all of this. I'll fix the constructors later. I kind of want to recode a whole bunch of these things. So get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. What was it? Underscore IC and then start DMA. Okay, now this buffer. This is the thing that was giving us a hard time. Length 5. Doesn't like this. Why? Because I have to cast again. It's only in C++ that I need to actually cast it. But I can do... I think I can do this. Then it works, but then I have to do this. Equals new... int 32 underscore t. Oops. And then you specify the size, I think. Is that right? You int there. But it still doesn't go green though. I wonder why. Either way, I'm gonna try it. So let's just cast. Okay. If it works, we'll hit that breakpoint.